Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we're going to be discussing and trying on my top 5 affordable lip colors for fall. Please don't mind the fact that I am very nasally. I have a cold. I got it this weekend. I think I've just been working myself too hard. I had 3 weddings this weekend. I think I did a total of like almost 20 people's makeup. Then on top of that, I've been, filming for YouTube and trying to be more consistent with that. And I've also been working at the farm. So it's been a lot and my body was just like, you need to rest. And alas, I have not rested. Instead, I'm filming. I don't know. Filming is just really fun for me and it's not a ton of work, especially not a video like the one I'm filming today, where I'm just gonna try on a bunch of lip colors for you. So yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. That's pretty much my life update. I've just been pretty much working tirelessly. But I do have some lip products. Some are new, some are not so new. And I really wanted to share them all. I was gonna call this a drugstore video, but I do have ColourPop in here and they're not really readily available at the drugstore, especially not here in Canada. But I did want to keep them all affordable for this video just because the cost of living is so insane right now. I know we're all feeling it. I think that's why I've been working so hard, just because I am really feeling the financial strain. And many of us cannot currently be going out and spending like $30, $40 on a lip color. So I tried to keep these all relatively affordable. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. I'll zoom you in a little bit because I'm going to try them on. I just have a little bit of lip oil on right now, just because my lips were really dry because I've been blowing my nose a lot. So the first shade, I'm going to go lightest to darkest. I think that just makes the most sense. I'm gonna start with ColourPop. 2 of my 5 are ColourPop. It's just what I have the most of, really. I wish other brands would add me to their PR list. Maybe I should reach out via email and like see if other brands want to work with me. Anyway, this is the shade Starling. It's an ultra blotted lip. I actually wore this on my wedding day and I think this is totally appropriate to wear year round. This was developed in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. I think I just said that I wore this on my wedding day. So it's just like a brownie nude. And I checked and this is still available on the ColourPop website. That's the thing with ColourPop. I have so much of it, but a lot of it was no longer available because they switch out their products so often. I actually did fish this out of my empties bin, like this is dried out, but I wanted to include it because I really do love this color. So ColourPop describes this shade as a diffuse deep yellow nude. It is deep, especially on my skin tone. I've used this on medium to medium deep clients in the past and it has looked absolutely stunning on them, especially if they have a golden undertone to their skin. But yeah, on my type of skin tone, it kind of just looks like a warm brownie nude. And I think it's really flattering, especially for fall, for a complexion like mine that is a little more fair. If you have a deeper skin tone though, this is just gonna look like your more everyday nude. But it's still a beautiful shade, and I like that a lot of people can rock it. Also, here is a swatch of ColourPop Starling, just for reference. Next up is a lipstick from NYX. I think you can find these at the drugstore. I'm not sure if I bought this online. I can't really remember. This is the Suede Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Brunch Me. It has kind of more of like an orangey undertone. It's so pigmented. I really like their matte suede formulas. They're super creamy and really soft, but you still feel like your lip color isn't gonna go anywhere, you know? So this one definitely has a lot more orange and coral to it, but I think it's really pretty because it's not super bright. And I really like how it pulls kind of orangey coral, especially, orange in the leaves. I think this is also a really nice transition shade between summer and fall, that kind of like weird period where like you're really excited for fall and you want to rock the dark berry lip, but it's not quite time yet. I think this is a really good option to kind of bridge that gap. So this is the NYX lipstick in comparison to the ColourPop Starling. ColourPop Starling is right here, and this is NYX Brunch Me. You can see that the shade Brunch Me pulls a lot more coral than the shade Starling, which pulls a lot more brown. So I think they're both really pretty options. They're just different. Okay, next up, this one is more of a balm formula. This is by Burt's Bees and it's the Squeezy Tinted Balm. These come in 4 shades. This one is the Mandarin one and it's a very deep, almost pumpkin shade, as you can see there. I'm just using a little lip applicator so I don't get too messy. Oh, and I still got messy. Crap. It's because I'm doing this with my left hand. Okay, I seriously love, love, love this one for fall. If you're looking for something that you can slap on the go, this is it. It feels really nice on the lips. You can definitely use a lot less product and kind of do a more sheer wash, or you can build it up to be a shade that's even darker than this. I'll give you an example of that. See how much you can build up that color? So fun. I really, really like this shade. And here it is in comparison to the other two. As you can see, it definitely pulls a lot more of like a deep blood orange. Or in the fall time, I like to refer to this as a pumpkin spice shade. Okay, next up, this one is probably my favorite and I've been wearing it so much lately. This one is by CoverGirl and it is the Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Balm with Hyaluronic Acid. It's vegan. This is in the shade Bliss You Berry and look how scary that looks. This is a dupe for the iconic Clinique Black Honey Almost Lipstick. If you're not aware, Clinique is not cruelty free, so I don't have that in my collection. Instead, I have this, and this was $10. It's so pretty. I feel so beautiful in this shade, and I've always had at least one person ask me what I was wearing whenever I wear this in TikToks or in real life. It's such a beautiful berry shade that's just not too intense. Again, it kind of has like that almost lipstick type feel. It's super comfortable on the lips, but if I do want a little more longevity, I will use this with like a neutral lip liner. Just something that matches my natural lip color just to prevent any bleeding, because at the end of the day, this is still a lip balm. It does kind of slide around. Same with the Burt's Bees squeezy tube, so just be aware of that. So if you're someone who wants like a hint of color but you still want to be really comfortable, these are the two I would recommend. And yeah, seriously, I love this. This has been my go-to lip shade almost every time I've been wearing makeup for like the last month. And here is a very large swatch in comparison to the 3 other shades I've mentioned in this video. Also, when this lip balm fades, it does leave a little bit of a tint, which I really enjoy. And my last shade is another berry tone, but it is a little bit more intense than the last one. This is the ColourPop Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain in the shade Berry Ripe. This is actually pulling very pink. I don't think this is the shade I meant to grab. Yeah, though this is pretty, this isn't the shade I was intending on grabbing. It pulls very bright pinkish purple and I just feel like it's not super fall time. I meant to grab this deep, almost like black cherry type color. This is the shade Tutti Frutti. Yeah, this is what I meant to grab. This one is kind of similar to the CoverGirl one I just showed you, but it has a lot more pigment to it. And this is what that shade looks like. It's a very deep, fall time appropriate red. And I like this formula because it's glossy, but it'll stay in place and you can even build this shade up more. I feel really pretty in this shade. I feel like this is something that I would wear to like Thanksgiving, so I feel like this is like a mid-fall kind of look, almost even an early winter look. Like this is definitely an October or November lippy for me. So I have not worn this one yet this year, but I did get a lot of use out of it in October and November of last year. And what I really love about this formula as well is that it does stain as it fades. It's called the Glossy Lip Stain for a reason. So this is what it looks like once it's faded. I just kind of wiped it off. The only thing is if you have any kind of dry skin or texture on your lips, like for example, I have a scar right here, the stain will cling to it more than the rest of your lips, making it look darker. That's the only thing about that lip formula that I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, and lastly, I wanted to give a little honorable mention to this lip color. I didn't include it in my top 5 because it is limited edition, but I just love it so much. I wish ColourPop would bring it back. This is the Lippy Sticks in the shade Best Intentions. It was released with their Of Quartz collection last year, and I just think this is such a beautiful color. It's like a brown kind of rosewood shade. It kind of reminds me of MAC Whirl, you know, like when that whole craze was a thing, except for MAC isn't cruelty free. So I just think this is such a beautiful shade. It is a nude, but it definitely has like a depth to it that I think is just so gorgeous. And every time I wear it online, I get asked what it is, and that's why I haven't been wearing it online lately, is because it's not available. But this is definitely my favorite for fall. I love it so much, and I'll be sad once it's gone because I did check ColourPop's website and it's no longer available on there. I wish I bought a backup. The closest dupe that I can find that is readily available on ColourPop is the Belle lipstick from the Disney Designer collection, but this one does have a little more pink to it. I'll swatch them side by side. So these are the two swatched side by side. This one is a little more brown, whereas the Belle shade is a little more pinky purple, but they are similar in depth and tone, and I feel really pretty in the Belle lipstick as well. But I just wanted to give an honorable mention to Best Intentions because it is seriously such a pretty shade. Like, I am obsessed. And these are the hand swatches of my 5 top picks along with my 2 honorable mentions. I tried to pick a pretty solid range, and I think I did a pretty good job at that. And I think all of these shades are just so beautiful. And those are my top 5 affordable lip color picks for fall. I hope you found this video helpful, and if not helpful, at least a little bit entertaining. And please leave your favorite affordable lip color in the comments down below. I just did a huge lip product declutter. I'll link it in the cards up above, but I am looking for new lip colors to add to my collection. So please leave in the comments what your favorite is. And yeah, I think that is it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps out my channel so very much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!